geographic experience.
This is Nikolai Valiyev, 6'10". The bio says 309, but he weighed in this morning at 312.5.
Was that before breakfast or after?
What did he have for breakfast? There's Lesin, who has beaten this man in the Russian Nationals.
But Lesin has that "what am I doing here" look on his face.
He has got more experience. He's more of a polished boxer. We're talking about the boxer on the left, Lesin. Take a look at how Valiev got into the ring to begin with. Up and over. No time going through there. Just stepped right over and into the ring, and we're ready to rumble.
There was some question as to whether Valiev would box in this event. His dad died a couple of days ago. Was buried today. Valiev went to the funeral. There was some question as to whether or not he would compete here. He is here, but it has to be difficult for him.
It's one reason I think we have the bigger crowd here, too, because the Russian fans have anticipated this. I mean, you're talking about a guy, let's say Lesin, who is 6'3.5", 220, and he looks like a featherweight in there against this guy.
If I'm Lesin, I've got my dancing shoes on.
Oh, there's a right hand rocking.
Valiev showed up at the Russian National Championship 10-0. Clearly on a roll. He was formerly a hammer thrower. Decided maybe boxing was his thing. But remember, it's points. White part of the glove, and I think this is classic here, white part of the glove on the scoring area. So even though Valiev is going to appear obviously to be stronger, throw with more power, it's going to come down to points.
There's a lot of scoring area on Valiev.
It certainly is. But I don't know what it would take to get his head to go back. A bulldozer.
2-1 the count in favor of Lesin, who is the smaller of the two in the ring.
Well, I'll tell you, Valiev, good movement for a guy that big. Good look at his shoulder and head movement. It's rocking back and forth. I don't know if he can sustain it.
Lesin trying to work the body, had to reach up for that one.
Valiev reminds me of, for Americans out there, George Mirazon. Doesn't he look a little bit faithfully like George Mirazon?
The Romanian NBA player.
Plays for the Washington Bullets. They're physically big like Mirazon, slow like Mirazon.
Probably hits harder than Mirazon. Right hand that scored 2-2 as Valiev, the 312-pounder, times things up. He took a little right. Oh, not doing much effect, but look at this.
Oh, no, he nailed Lesin with that one.
Valiev unloading. It's only 2-2.
I don't know how those wouldn't have been scoring blows.
Maybe the judges are mesmerized by the size of this guy, too.
But Lesin's not going to win that, so you don't want to get in a wrestling match with him.
The right hand, that scored right out the chin at 3-2. The end of round one. Valiev, the huge Russian, 6'10", 312 pounds, are in the corner. He has a 3-2 lead.
And clearly an athlete also. This is not a guy who cannot handle himself. He has a jab, he has a right. And Lesin, his plan has to be that Valiev is going to get tired. He better hope he gets tired. That was a big right he hit him with there. And then one coming down Main Street, right through the glove.
You're not going to hold him off very long with that right either.
That looked like a forearm.
Which is probably why it didn't score.
Yeah, Valiev outweighs him.
by about 91 pounds.
91 pounds. He's 7 inches taller. Lazen is 6'3.5". He looks like a little boy in the ring.
220 pounds. The bell for round 2. Lazen was able to score a couple of points in that first round. He's down 3-2 against this monster.
Think how tough the angles have to be for Lazen. How do you punch up in a European scoring system? You have to knock the head back. How do you punch up at 6'10" when you're used to being 6'3.5", punching down to most of your opponents?
Where Lezen's approach is throw one and get the heck out of there.
Now, I thought Lance Whitaker of the United States was a big guy, and he is. He's about 6'8", 240. He has a bye in this round. I wonder what he's thinking.
He's thinking, come on, Lazen.
Lazen, he's my man. Still 3-2, Value. Oh, that's
the right hand.
Nasty intentions on that one. See, Lazen, maybe because of the size difference, Lazen is not getting set. He's pawing. He has nothing behind his punches. Now, that would have been a scoring blow had it connected, but he's not getting set at all, and it may be because of the intimidation factor.
He's been able to stay out of harm's way in this round. There's been no scoring.
What's remarkable, that Valiev can even hold his arms up this long.
But now they both scored. It's 4-3. Valiev, the 312-pounder, with a 1-point advantage.
You go there. There you go. This is a warning for holding, and that's big right there. That's going to be 7 points now for Valiev.
And
3
now,
points against Lazen.
And now Lazen with the unenviable task of trying to take this guy out if he wants to win the bout. Lots of luck.
We'd have to work from the knees up. It appears that Valiev thinks the penalty was against him, and he has to come back. Not allowed. Remember, he was a hammer thrower. Might have mistook Lazen there for a hammer. Lazen absolutely just, I don't know how he beat him the last time.
I was going to say the same thing. He decisioned him, and I don't know how it happened.
I've seen some of these heavyweights, when they lose it, they're almost virtually helpless. You can see Lazen scored right away. Coming out at 7-4. This would be a tied bout without the penalty point.
And now 7-5 as Lazen comes out firing with 2 points very quickly to get right back in this thing.
Well, it might have been fatigue that lost it for him the first time. I'm meaning Valiev. Cannot hold your hand out, lock your elbow like that. That's a caution on the big guy. Clearly tired. Lazen is now measuring him.
And Valiev trying to cling to a 2-point lead.
Good right hand to the nose.
Muscle him around the ring.
Lazen gets no points for that right hand, and that was right on the kisser. Good inside left, and that's a scoring point for Lazen. It's a 1-point bout. Big guy leading, but taking some punishment now. Another right, left, and it's tied.
Valiev absorbing a couple there.
Inexperienced, not able to cover up, doesn't know how to cover up, and his arms are like legs.
And now it's a 1-point lead for Lesin. The smaller man has come back to take the lead in the final round.
Boy, look how heavy his arms are. This is reminiscent of the early Lance Whitaker, who had taken up boxing at a late age. The American, great body, huge guy. Late second round, third round, his arms is so big they just got like lead. He couldn't even go in the third round. Scoring blow by the big guy ties it.
Under a minute to go and we're tied. Valiev of Russia in the blue. He is 312 pounds and he's tired. Lesin, his countryman, 21 years old. And rallying to tie at 8-8 with under 40 seconds to go.
Boy, this is one thankless assignment for Alexei Lesin. Valuev's father died a couple of days ago. The crowd obviously would like to see him advance. Lesin outweighed by 90 pounds, fighting heroically. Overcomes a 3-point warning against him.
Time running out in the third and final round, and we're tied at 8.
That's a good right-hand lead by Lesin. No points scored. And it ends 8-8.
They will go to the cards. And on the cards, there is your winner, Alexei Lesin of Russia. And actually, to be honest, Kevin, it appeared that way over the last 2 rounds, that he was the more active of the two and was really carrying the fight to the massive Valiev.
Well, again, he threw more blows throughout the fight, and a lot of them were scoring blows. Very popular decision with the crowd, and a heroic appearance by Nikolai Valiyev, the big guy, with the death of his father 2 days ago, the funeral this morning. Lesin, a tremendous performance under very unfavorable conditions. This bout was about 7-3 at one point. Lesin coming back right over the right with the left and then follows it with a right hand. This is how he came back, and you can see a little befuddlement on Valiev's face. And a good right hand lead as Lesin got up inside. It was 8-7 when Valiev came back over with a big, strong right. That was a scoring blow, made it 8-8. That's how it ended. Went to the cards, and Alexei Lesin of Russia will advance over his huge